in the domain of weight loss or other behaviors that have a sort of moral valence for a lot of people, it's not just that it could be difficult to measure one's reduction or increase in intrinsic motivation, but there's reasons why somebody might not be sort of able or willing to cop, right, essentially, to no longer being as motivated intrinsically as they were. Sort of obesity has become sort of moralized in a way, and it's understandable that somebody wouldn't just say, well, you know what, frankly, I just don't care anymore about my health. Who cares if I lose weight? It's sort of unlikely that they would be willing to cop to that. And so I was going to ask a question about the survey, what kind of questions you asked and how you might be able to elicit responses that there are sort of psychological pressures to not reveal. With respect to weight loss, smoking, other sort of behaviors that have been moralized in our health talk. Thanks.
Yeah, no, again, I mean, I think it's a really good question. And, since this was sort of the first use of this tool in the field, we were very interested in using a tool that has been well validated and established and used for a lot of the, to set up a lot of the previous evidence of crowding out in the psychology literature. And so that's why we used it. But I think, all these concerns are absolutely right. And I think it will be really helpful to think about other ways of measuring or eliciting questions that would sort of help us to get a better sense of, are people feeling external pressure, internal motivation, and to sort of look at how we can measure it differently.
Hi, Robin Pierce with Petriflum, and thank you for your very interesting work. My question has to do with whether or not risk is the only concern. It seems to me that with regard to financial incentives, there's also a concern about the disparate impact, that poor people are obviously more susceptible. And so I notice in your work,